A self-described out and proud fascist is begging for donations after he claims that he was fired for having political opinions. Now, the man who identifies himself as Connor has launched a fundraiser asking for donation, to help him rebuild his life because I'm a victim of the cancel cultures. So now this man uses the pseudonym Pinesap. Okay. Now, he was one of the 20 far-right conservatives who debated Mehdi Hassan as part of Jubilee's Surrounded series. So, look, this got millions of views online, okay? Now, during the debate, Connor was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm totally a fan of autocracy. I'm a fan of dictatorship. I don't care if people call me a Nazi, all that stuff. That's fine. In fact, I will own this thing. And look, here you go. I'm going to give you the video.
You
Carl
liberals,
Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
I don't. I frankly don't care being called a Nazi at all.
I didn't say that. I didn't actually say that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
what about the persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But you don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution and stuff like that, which is bad. We may have to rename the show
because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you can say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone is on this. Because you know that millions of people are going to be watching you on YouTube and checking out who the fascists and the Nazis are.
I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever.
No, clearly you're not.
Yeah, man, I don't care. Yeah, well, I'm a fascist. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yep, great. Except now he apparently cares a great deal now that he has allegedly seen some consequences. Connor claims that he was fired for his political views and has launched a fundraising page on the right-wing Give, Send, Go platform. He said, I'm raising money as an emergency fund and for other expenses while I look for a new job. Unfortunately, voicing fully legal traditional right-wing political views results in real consequences. This is cancel culture and political discrimination on full display. Bro, you said you're a fascist, and you said I don't care if people call me a Nazi, and then you quoted a Nazi. I don't know how you wouldn't how you would think that you wouldn't see any sort of consequences from this, but okay. Now, look, earlier in that exchange, again, he described how he doesn't like democracy. He wants an autocracy or a dictatorship. Look, I believe that this, just listening to this guy, I believe he's one of those people who is more in line with Curtis Yarvin's, dark enlightenment movement, which, again, all those people that are involved in this stuff, they talked about how, oh, yeah, no, democracy and freedom, and by the way, by freedom, they mean corporate freedom, let's be honest, are incompatible. So, yeah, no, if we want to have corporate rule, we got to get rid of that whole democracy thing, and get a CEO to run the country. That's it. That's what they want. They want a CEO type of figure to run the country as a dictator. Yeah. And not only, look, this dictatorship, of course, would be run basically on, racial lines, okay? So it would be a racist, fascist dictatorship for the benefit of certain types of white people, mainly white Christian right-wingers, like that guy, who is, he's like, oh yeah, I'm a Catholic. Okay. But he's one of those ones who apparently loves fascism, loves the far right, and identifies with all of that stuff. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Okay. But anyway, here's the thing. I believe that Connor is running a con of his own. And now, why do I say that? Well, again, he claims, oh, I was fired, right? I was fired from my job. But wait a minute. So you go on this show, on this live stream, to debate very, very openly. You know it's going to be viewed by millions and millions of people. You go on there and you say, oh, yeah, I want an autocracy. And yes, please go ahead and call me a Nazi because I basically am. And so do that. And then you knew that beforehand that you were going to do this, that there could be potential consequences. And you didn't think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Or maybe I shouldn't be as open about how much I want, our country to be a dictatorship. You didn't think about that? No, of course they thought about that. Not only that, but this alleged job that he had, what were the details there? Where did he work? What did you do? What was your job title? I don't know any of that information. I mean, you would think that if he got fired, that he would name and shame the company and say, oh, see, these woke people fired me for my political opinion. You should boycott them. But none of that. I think that's a bit of a red flag there. Okay. No, what I think this man is doing is he wants to grab this bag. Okay. He wants to grab his bag by claiming that he is a victim of cancel culture. Oh, I have been canceled for having political opinions. Please give me money. And then maybe come, I don't know, watch my podcast or something. Go to my YouTube channel. What? You don't think that happens? Happens all the time. This seems like your classic conservative, I was canceled grift. Which happens a lot. And it worked. Oh, it absolutely worked. As of Tuesday morning, contributions to this guy's Give, Send, Go hit under $20,000. This guy is making bank off of this. And so his name's out there, people talking about him. And then you've got Nazis going and giving money to him. No, this couldn't have worked out better. Couldn't have worked out better for this guy. And again, the people that are donating to him are either the dumbest people on the planet or the most racist, vile people on the planet. I mean, it's an obvious grift. An obvious grift. And it worked. I mean, it worked like a freaking charm. So now this guy's got, who was a Nazi, now has the support of all the online Nazis. In fact, here's one of the messages from his donors. Quote, "We need a white nation. It's our only future. Viva la fascism," one donor wrote, while contributing $88. So that's your reference to 1488, the Hitler stuff. I mean, there it is. I mean, that's just one example, okay? Look at the irony, though, too, of this man who loves dictatorships, wants a CEO president, and, believes that he is one of the superior people that, oh, no, an autocrat's not going to come after and kill me, he said in that debate, okay? They're just going to come after everyone else, and I'm totally fine with that. But the irony of this guy going in and begging for a little socialism because he had allegedly lost his job, I mean, that is a lot of irony here. And again, I cannot confirm that he even had a job before this and that he lost it. I mean, if he did, I guess that's a bit of a faffo, but then again, here you have him making money off other neo-Nazis. And here's the problem, okay? That's the problem. People like him have gotten to a point where they're, emboldened enough to openly preach about wanting a dictatorship that is a racist dictatorship, by the way, and being a fascist neo-Nazi. They're openly being able to preach about that. And then when people push back because it's a horrific ideology, they then claim, oh, I'm a victim. I'm the real victim here. And then are able to grab that bag. Seems like a bit of a problem here. So again, to me, his story just don't check out. And it's hitting a lot of these. It is a grift, part of the grifter industrial complex that has been built on the right wing. No doubt he has some abhorrent views, and no doubt he couldn't wait to share those abhorrent views. And now that he rightfully got pushback for having those abhorrent views, he's claiming to be a victim and making money off of it. And that right there, that's how the game's played. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.